I shall start. Welcome.
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Good evening, President and the Toastmasters and the guests. I am Dr. Rajeshwari, and I am the Sergeant at Arms, and I welcome you all for this 170th meeting of the Speak Magic Toastmasters Club. I invite our today's presiding officer, the enchanting, sweet Bengali beauty, Toastmaster Nabamita. And without much ado, I will like to tell all the ground rules of the meeting. And first ground rule is, as Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, and politics. So please refrain from discussing these topics. Then we have the cross talking. Please don't cross talk, and put yourself on mute if you are not speaking. Also avoid the background noises. Please turn off your video if you are stepping out of the meeting or if any distracting movements are present. So these are the ground rules of the meeting, and over to you, General Evaluator and the TMOD.
Good evening, everybody, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest. So let me tell you that today our most adorable and favorite president, Dr. Suryadeep Majumdar, was not feeling well, and that's the reason on behalf of him, I am presiding officer for the day. So let's welcome for the 170th meeting. And without a further ado, let's open our meeting room today. This is my hammer. Thank you very much. Okay. So how all of you are doing? Show me your thumbs up, please. And if it is possible, please on your camera so that I can feel comfortable to talk with you, not feeling scared and all. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Let me share with you a story. Once upon a time, a disciple asked his spiritual mentor to share any of his childhood story. So his Guruji started to tell about one story. He said his mother once wanted to make him frightened. So he started to tell a story of ghost in a dark chamber. The moment she started to tell the story, the child was eagerly listening that story. And he also started to find out the ghost in that dark chamber and very smartly went to the dark chamber. And finally, he expressed his disappointment to not to have that ghost and not to watch that ghost. After that, his mother never told him any story of ghost or any horrible tale. So the moral of the story is, look fear on the face and it will never cease to terrify you or trouble you. In our life, there are many fears. And one of the most fear is fear of stage, fear of public speaking, fear of communication. So this is the platform where you can vanish, disappear your fear of public speaking. So let me tell you who are new faces in this meeting. What is Toastmaster? Toastmaster is non-profit educational program where it teaches us public speaking, leadership skill, communication skill to us for our growth journey. It is just apparently 16,200 clubs all over the world among of 145 countries, and it is around 364,000 members at present. So this Toastmaster International Club grew out as one single club by the founder of Ralph C. Smedley, who was the director of education in USA, YMCA organization. And he saw that there is a need for a man in the community to learn how to speak, how to conduct a meeting, how to work with the committee and do the plans and programs. And for that, he wanted to help them. So he named this group as a Toastmaster Club. This Toastmaster term is referred to one who gave the toast to any banquet or any other occasions. So this is the all about the Toastmaster. So Toastmaster meeting, every time we are coming together, giving speeches, taking the role and evaluating to each other for our improvement. So I am today watching a few new faces. So I would like to talk with them. So please turn on your camera and tell me your good name. What do you do? And what is the purpose to join the meeting? So first of all, I would like to talk with our DTM Pat sir. So would you please introduce yourself, sir?
Good evening, everybody. You want me to introduce?
Yes, sir.
I am one of the 2 club mentors of Speak Magic. Way back 4 years ago, it was called Exim Toastmasters Club, operating near the Laila College entrance. Then it was shifted to Speak Magic. Then it was subsequently chartered. So I am probably the oldest, one of the oldest. Tamil Ilakia is another mentor. She is, for the time being, certain reasons, she's little dissociated with Toastmastership. So this is my 17th year of Toastmastering journey. I belong to Madras Toastmasters Club, which is 4th in the order in Tamil Nadu state. I am the charter president and current president of, once again, for Tamilu to Chennai Solvendargal Mandram, a bilingual club. So I can share the link tomorrow evening. If you find time, you can join 5 to 7. I'm a life skill trainer. Back to you.
Sure, sir. What a great honor for us today that you have joined most venerable and experienced DTM and a lot of experience. So you please shower your knowledge and experience to us. We need your great feedback at the end of the meeting. So stay tuned, please. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, so let me talk to new guest, Mr. Ganesh Hivarkar. So would you please on your camera, sir? And tell about your good name, what do you do, if it is possible. Ganesh sir. Okay. We have another guest, Mr. Anupam Kumar. Mr. Anupam Kumar, if it is possible, would you please on your camera or you please introduce yourself, your good name, what do you do?
So
Yes,
good
sir.
evening, ma'am. Yeah, so I'm Anupam. I'm at Delhi. Okay, I'm a member of a Sprouts club. Okay, so I joined the Sprouts in the month of February only, and today is the day when I just completed my level 2. So
Wow, great. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, to have you here. So please watch for till the end and give your valuable feedback to us. Thank you very much. Okay, so Mr. Ganeshan, are you available now? Yeah, Ganesh sir.
Yeah, hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are loudly audible.
Yeah, thank you. I'm part of Sprouts Toastmasters Club, and I just joined a month back on the Toastmaster journey. So I'm yet to come up with my icebreaker speech. Sorry for that late due to my other priorities. But yeah, the good thing is I'm progressing on my personal trainings, and I'm getting benefited from the joining the club indirectly as well. So that's the beauty of the Toastmaster Club. I realized very powerfully, and thank you for inviting for me this meeting. For my journey of my office, and specifically on my personal thing is I'm working as a therapist and also working in Accenture as a software engineer.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
Glad
you.
to know you and have you in our meeting. So please stay tuned till the end. We need your feedback also. Thank you very much. So let me announce some couple of achievement in our club. 27th of February, we have conducted the international speech contest, and in that speech contest, our most adorable favorite Dr. Suryadev Majumdar, eminent speaker, he had received the first winning place, and our Vice President of Membership, first Vice President of Education, Yogi Sukumaran, she had received the third place, and second place, and the most adorable and respected, my mentor Toastmaster Uma ma'am, she had received the third place. So let's a big round of applause for all of these winners. Congratulate her and all of these winners. Thank you very much. And again, our Toastmaster Anchal, he had completed his level 1. Let's a big round of applause for him. And our Surgeon at Arms, Toastmaster Dr. Rajeshwari Rapata, she had also finished our level 2. Let's a big round of applause for her. Thank you very much. And also our Dr. Suryadev Majumdar and Yogeshwari had completed their pathways in this month, February. Thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause for all these eminent speakers and all these motivators, I can say. Why not? Okay, so now I would like to hand over this podium to our TM Modi. Our TM Modi, Toastmaster Mukta Gera. Whenever I'm looking her, I am seeing a very enthusiastic, energetic, sparking personality who is all the time coming with the innovation, creativity, and a full of sense of humor I can see within her. So without further delay, I would like to hand over this podium to her. Let's welcome our Toastmaster of the day, Mukta Gera. Podium is yours, ma'am.
Thank you for this wonderful introduction. So let's start with the theme, Awaken the Giant Within. Good evening, Toastmasters. The theme for the day is Awaken the Giant Within. It deals with self-esteem. Now, Awaken the Giant Within is a wake-up call of mastering your emotions and take control of your life. Can I? Can I? This is the question we all have wondered. But have you ever wondered what can I is? C for constant, A for and, N for never ending, and I for improvement. Constant and never ending improvement is what we need. It is always backed up by action, as action creates player in our life. So awaken my fellow Toastmasters and take immediate control of your mental, emotional, physical, and financial destiny. Do you want to change your destiny? To bring an instant change and have a compelling future? We should have a big desire for gain. They do not tolerate things, then do not tolerate things and aspire for your desires. Find your own potential. We are what we think. You can make the lasting change by raising your standards, change your limiting beliefs, and change your strategy. The truth of the matter is, There is nothing we can't accomplish by taking massive actions. Massive actions and massive plan goes with the theme. So, as we unravel the techniques to unravel the giant within today, let me call upon the general evaluator, Toastmaster Namita, to take over the stage and introduce her role and tag team. Toastmaster Namita is very lively and enthusiastic. She is an artist by passion and YouTuber by choice and has motivated millions through her by her public skills. We all have heard her story and liked her concept of procrastination. So over to you, Toastmaster Namita Sarkar.
Thank you very much, our TM Modi, for a wonderful introduction. Thanks a lot. Evaluation is the heart of Toastmaster educational program, where we can observe our presentation skill, communication skill, leadership skill in the fellow members. Evaluation actually encourages speakers, role players to continue participating and learning. So today, as a general evaluator, I will keep my eyes on each and everyone from the beginning to ending, from the nook and corner of this meeting. And I will give my thoughtful feedback to improve yourself and improve myself as well, and to see my club in the higher echelon. So to help me, there is a tag team, timer, counter, and grammarian. So let me introduce my timer for the day is Toastmaster Harish Singh. Toastmaster Harish Singh, he has more than 10 years of experience in IT field, and he has a great ambition to be on the stage where he can explore his public speaking skill with the members who have the same goal. And I must say that you are in the right stage. So let's call upon our timer for the day to tell about your roles and responsibility. So let's welcome Toastmaster Harish Singh.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. To grow as a Toastmaster and become powerful public speaker, it is important to deliver your message powerfully within the time allotted to you. As per agenda today, as timer, I'll record time for the prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red card. For the prepared speech section, the time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. At 5th minute, I'll flash the green card. At 6th minute, I'll flash the yellow card. And at the 7th minute, I'll flash the red card. There will be a grace period of 30 seconds on either side of the speech. So if you speak less than, say, in this category, 4 minutes and 30 seconds or greater than 7 minutes or 30 seconds, your speech will not be qualified for any award. It will be disqualified. For the table topic session, the time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll flash green card. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, yellow. And at the 2 minutes, I'll flash red card. And the same, the 30-minute grace period will be applicable in this case also. For the speech evaluations, the time limit is 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll flash the green card. At 2 minutes, 30 seconds, yellow. And at the 3 minutes, the red card. And of course, the grace period is applicable here as well. So I'll present my report once called by general evaluator. All the best to everyone. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Harish, for a brief explanation about your role and responsibility. Thanks a lot. So coming to our counter. So I must say that every time we are fearful, instead of being Toastmaster, to take up the role, but she is the soul who is taking the role instead of, without being our Toastmaster as a guest. She has that courage to take the counter role. And I must appreciate her courage and her dedication for taking the role and learning the new things. So guest Pooja Sharma, she is the accountant for the day, and she is a teacher, trainer, and learner, having a great desire to be a motivational speaker. I wish that your desire will be fulfilled very soon. So let's introduce our Toastmaster Pooja Sharma. Please explain your roles and responsibility, ma'am. You are on mute, ma'am. You are on mute.
A toddler looks adorable while mumbling meaningless words, but an adult may not. Uses of meaningless words may kill the speech of a speaker. That's why every Toastmaster meeting has an counter. Good evening, everyone. I am your counter today. So be aware before using any and because etc. I'll be back by the end of this meeting when Navamita will call me again. Over to you, Toastmaster Navamita.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And I must be feeling very fearful to you because I am using a lot of filler words and repeating words. Okay, please keep count. Okay, now let me introduce our grammarian for the day, my mentor, the third winner of the speech contest and a most energetic, motivating personality. I no need to explain most and give more and more details about her. All of you know her, but she's a teacher by profession, and she's very good in grammar. So this role is very perfect for her. So, ma'am, please tell about your roles and responsibility.
Yeah. Thank you, General Evaluator Navamita. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. I don't judge people based on race, creed, color, or gender. I judge people based on grammar, pronunciation, and sentence structure. So as a grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language structure. I'll take note of any misuses of the English language, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As a grammarian, it's also my duty to introduce the word of the day. So today's word of the day is obstacle, meaning a thing that blocks one's way or hinders progress. Example, the major obstacle in achieving anyone's goal is procrastination. And the idiom or phrase for today is piece of cake, meaning something easily achieved. Public speaking is like a piece of cake to few people. So I will come back when called upon by the General Evaluator. I encourage everyone to use the word of the day, obstacle, and the idiom piece of cake. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Uma ma'am, for giving your detailed roles and responsibility. So yes, I feel that to speak fluently is not a piece of cake, and I am feeling a lot of obstacles when it comes in the grammar and sentence construction. So be careful, ma'am, to watch my mistakes. Thank you very much. So I would come back with my report with the tag team at the end of the meeting when TM Modi will call me. Thank you very much. Over to TM Modi.
You see, in life, there are many obstacles. Lot of people knows what to do, but only few actually do what they know. So, self-awareness is a powerful tool and form of focus to awaken the giant within. Saying that, let us move towards section of our meeting, which requires extreme focus, attention, and self-awareness to make your point in audience. So now we will be moving towards the prepared speech section, in which is not a piece of cake for everyone. Let me invite evaluator, our first speech, Toastmaster Uma Natraj. She is a spoken English trainer and certified IELTS coach. She believes that learning is a never-ending process and believes knowledge is shared when doubled. Her enlightening vibrations fill the atmosphere with delight. Please welcome Toastmaster Uma Natraj, ma'am. Stage is all yours, ma'am.
Thank you, TMOD. My speaker, Dr. Rajeshwari Rapata, is giving her Level 3, Project 2, Presentation Software, speech title Anatomy of Communication. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce or review the presentation software strategies for creating and using slides to support or enhance a speech. The purpose of this speech is for the member to demonstrate his or her understanding of how to use presentation software, including the creation of slides and incorporating the technology into a speech. So wishing all the very best to my speaker, Dr. Rajeshwari. Over to you, ma'am.
Imagine you're watching the blissful, busy street, as you see in the picture, through the window. There is the vehicles honking, the hawkers, they are shouting to buy their goodies, and then the big signboards and hoardings on the side of the street. Then the traditional loudspeaker announcing the power cut. Can you imagine all this? Suddenly your trance is broken when your mom calls out, Babu, Babu, come here, what are the plans? I can see the smiles on your face. Here is the traditional setup where the announcement is being made. And you can see how he is calling out to announce. And this is the traditional setup in the village. Now, what is the reason for this I'm showing you is that you can always sell. You might have read the book You Can Sell by Shiv Khera. And he gives all the different methods by which you can sell. I would like to tell you that whatever catches your attention is the best yielding communication. See, listen, and feel. Whatever doesn't yield, that is an obstacle, isn't it? So listen to mom and dad. Mom and dad are mnemonics. Okay, so what are these? Mom is wise, isn't it? So money wise, because she saves the money in that lentil box in the kitchen rack. O, ordeal wise, because she has experienced the most painful ordeal of bearing us, isn't it? And M is market wise, because she bargains, she knows how to bargain. Then your dad, DAD mnemonic, that is, D is demonstrative, A is aggressive, and D is daring to risk. So he is an action taker. So mom is the intuition and dad is the game changer of the communication skills. So these mnemonics will help you, don't you agree? Coming to the communication in animals. It's very important to know the comparison between the human and the animal communications. So you see here, in humans, the human language is culturally transmitted. And in the animals, you see, they are inborn communicators. The professor, Mark van Oostendorp of Leiden University, he is a professor of linguistics. He describes three major differences in the human and the animal communications. The primary difference is there is a duality pattern, a duality structure in the human beings. And beyond the Neanderthal man, each human language is having a fixed number of sounds, which is called as the phonemes. Now, these phonemes are split up to form the morphemes. So these the morphemes, it's the smallest unit, and this unit is that which conveys the meaning. So whatever we are speaking is absolute waste. There is only meaning, the smallest unit that conveys the meaning to whatever we want to speak. And humans believe us, we have complicated the language. Animals, they communicate by means of pheromones. That's the hormones, sexual hormones, and some kinds of sounds to indicate the social status and distress. The bees, the various birds, they all express in this way. Research has proved that even plants can communicate. There is a recent plant wave machine which produces music of different kinds of plants producing different kinds of music. So now, when you come to see this, there is a displacement of language. How? That is, in humans, you'll find humans stay in the present, past, and in the future. So whatever communication is related with the past, present, and the future. But animals, they react to now. That is danger. If danger is there, suddenly they will react to that. The now or the present status is more in their language communication. Of course, it's very important to know the difference. Now, coming to the anatomy, anatomically, when we dissect the communication skills, it's very important to know how communication is placed in our brains and the neurological system. So you see here the major part of the motor cortex. It's called as the motor homunculus. And here you see over the cortex, the hands, the face, the tongue, the mouth, the larynx, everything is the largest represented area on the motor cortex. So you see the face, which expresses, which shows the feelings, the emotions. The tongue, it helps in the articulation of speech. The larynx helps in the tonality, and the hands, which shows the gestures. All these are important part of the communication. There are the speech therapists, there are the linguists who study these articulatory sounds and speech sounds. So these sounds, these are categorized into various ways, like the speech sounds, vowels, consonants, stop consonants, fricatives, affricates, and nasal sounds. So let me tell you what are these vowels. Vowels are the A, E, I, O, U. Consonants. Consonants are the rest of the alphabets, letters present in the English language. And then in the consonants, they stop the air and alter the to make the different sounds. Vowels also have different kinds of words called as diphthongs. These are dual sounds. Now, how these dual sounds mean, like when you pronounce boy, the OY is the dual sound, and out, OU, that is ow. O and U are combined together, it's a dual sound. These are called as diphthongs. Now, there are various kinds of consonants, stop consonants, fricatives, and affricates and nasal twangs in the similar way. So these all are produced by the different movements of the tongue, the lips touching together, the tongue touching above and below the floor, all these producing the different kinds of speech sounds. Now coming to the communication types. So here the communication types are those which we are every day more communicating in our day-to-day life. So one is the verbal communication, then you have the written communication, then you have the written communication, the visual communication, then the verbal communication. So verbal, non-verbal, visual, written are some of the modes of communication. Then you have the communication in difficult situations, formal and informal communication. All these are very important to give the meaning to whatever you're communicating. Coming to verbal, all that is spoken is verbal communication, as you know. Non-verbal are all the gestures, the body language, and all which is showing our feelings and emotions. Visual communication, like the signboards, the hoardings, the flip charts, all these are the visual communication. Even the PowerPoint which I'm showing you is the visual communication. Written communication is all that, writing emails, letters, everything, SMS, WhatsApp messages, everything comes under the written communication. Then when you have all these communications together, then listening is one of the very important part and the crucial part of communication. So for a great communicator, it is very important to master the art of listening. Active listening is that which we have to practice to engage the mind intently on whatever the speaker is saying. So when you are listening, to capture the audience who is listening to you, three more elements are there. So these three elements are the ethos, pathos, and logos. What is ethos? It is an appeal to the ethics. So ethics is to convince your audience about your own credibility. They have to accept even before you start communicating. That is the ethos. So this element is very important. Second one is pathos. Pathos is the pain element. So it appeals to your emotions, your feelings. So they connect to you, whatever you say, and relate with your experience. Then is logos. Logos is appeal to logic. So how do we put the appeal to logic? By producing the facts, the research, the surveys, the data, any evidences, all these give the logos element to your communication. So these three elements are also very important in a communication thing. Coming to formal and informal, these are again talking casually to a friend or presenting a speech. These are two elements of the formal or informal communication. Now, communication in a difficult situation is very difficult. Everybody is not so experienced to, you don't know sometimes what to speak in a difficult situation. So it is very important to maintain the consistency, to understand all the types of communications and use them effectively so that we become a great communicator. Do you all agree with me with this? Now, when I think that we are already on the way of learning all these all elements we have to put on effectively while we are trying to elaborate things or communicating. So after this presentation, I hope that it will be a piece of cake for all of us while we are communicating. So happy communicating, Toastmasters. And over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you. Here you can see the humor in the communication, where communication is usually where there is a miscommunication in the communication.
क्या बोलूं?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I could not present the card, ma'am, because it says the permission required. When I tried sharing screen, it says you cannot start sharing while the other participant is sharing. So it's actually speech took 11 minutes and 30 seconds. So, but it was supposed to be completed within like 7 minutes. So if other speaker is also sharing a screen, then I think I'll show them physical card like.
Yeah, you should have shown the physical card. That's why I couldn't guess the time. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. No problem.
Okay.
Wow, Dr. Rajeshwari, what an informative speech. Though it exceeded a time limit, but the speech was a piece of cake for you because it was incredible. As we move forward, let me share the next technique that can awaken the giant within. Pain deals with obstacles and pleasure deals with actions. As you know, All decisions in our life are dedicated by our desire to escape pain and enjoy pleasure. For most people, the fear of loss is much greater than the desire for gain. The secret of success is you have to control your life, and if you don't, life will control you. Change your limiting belief and move towards positive things and drag your energy towards positive things. Saying that, let me invite evaluator of our next prepared speech, DTM Park. He is a champion evaluator, one of the stalwarts of D120. He is full of energy and enthusiasm. His pearls of wisdom are phenomenal. DTM Park, stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, everybody. Beauty is going to deliver a speech on the topic beauty. Toastmaster Yogeshwari is going to deliver a speech from the path Strategic Relationship, Level 1, Project 2, a speech with a purpose. The project purpose for the member is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. The speech title is The Beauty. Speech purpose is the feminine strength. So let us listen to find the feminine strength. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Over to you, Yogeshwari.
Ma'am, you have to introduce my name and my title. TMOD has to do that.
No, I have to introduce evaluator. I have done that and he has also taken your name.
All right, thank you. Let me spotlight myself. Okay, great. Every man in the house, I would like to request you to turn on your camera. Please turn on your camera. Now, follow me closely. Close your eyes and imagine a world where there is no woman. When you finish this meeting and turn back, no wife at your house to fight with you, no mother to scream, no sister or a female friend to snatch your things. How many of you would jump and scream saying that, yes, this is the day I was waiting for? Can I get some hands? Great. Okay, I have a female who is doing that. That's amazing. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and future Toastmaster. I would like to take you back to 1700s. There was a beautiful woman born on this planet. She was born with a silver spoon, yet she was taught with martial arts, archery, horse riding. She was proficient in English, Hindi, Urdu, and French. There was a time as she was enjoying her life, she heard the news that her husband was killed in the war and she had to take the lead. She went against this powerful enemy called British East India Company. When the entire world was trembling against them, falling under their feet, this woman took the lead. She fought, she stood for her kingdom. Women as a bravery, embodiment of bravery. I would like to take you back fast forward 100 years. 1800, Maharashtra, a Marathi woman who was again a queen enjoying her life. All of a sudden, she was pushed to a state where she had to run, leaving her home country, her palace, just taking her kid. Yet, she led the army of Indian rebellion in 1857. I would like to take you fast forward a couple of centuries ahead. 20th century, Tamil Nadu saw the Iron Woman, the lioness, who stood all alone in the political field, which was ruled by men, completely men, just one female. Women as the embodiment of bravery. It's just that a research says that a human body can bear only 45 dolorimeter of pain. But when a mother goes through her delivery, labor pain, she endures almost 57 del of pain in her entire body. Where does this strength come from? Is she a fragile gender? Another research says that women are a lot better and a lot ahead in many things. To quote a few, they are the better managers. They manage you. They manage your family. They manage your household. They manage your children. They manage finance. Whether you give just 50 rupees in their hand or 50 lakhs in their hand, they are better financiers. Women do not undergo stress. Their emotional stability is far higher, and that's why they don't get heart attacks. A small secret. Not just that, they are mentally strong. Cortisol level in a woman is far lesser, the hormone that creates anxiety, comparative to a man. Unfortunately, having said all of these things, when I was researching furthermore about just the word beauty and women, I got to know that women are being portrayed as the embodiment of desire, cover to cover, a female model for the sales. They are being portrayed in a wrong manner as well. I, this day, wanted to stand in front of you to request every one of you here to flip the coin and see her beauty, not just with the appearance, but with the 3 B's. Number 1, bravery. She is a warrior. She can stand for you when you really need it. She is a warrior. She stood for the country when it is really required. Benevolence. She carries your household, you and your children. And boldness. When she is a mother, she is the strength that nobody can ever imagine. Being a woman is not a piece of cake. She had to go through a lot of obstacles to be what she is. Dear men and my beautiful woman, let's take a pledge. In this Women's Day, this day, that you will see her beauty, not just through the appearance, but through her benevolence, boldness, and bravery. Wouldn't you agree with me, dear Toastmaster of the day? Over to you.
Yes, Toastmaster Yogeshwari. I agree with you. I am completely awestruck by your speech. Wonderful speech. Now, moving to the next technique we have in the box is belief system. It is a plethora of life-changing insights for Can I, CANI. It is not the events of a life that shape us, but our beliefs as to what those events mean. Our beliefs are based on generalization of past, which we need to change. For changing our beliefs, we need to get associated with our brain. Willpower will not make the change, but our mind and logical power will definitely do it. Saying that, let me invite on stage our third evaluator, our sensational Toastmaster, Namita Sarkar. Toastmaster Namita is very lively and enthusiastic. She's artist by passion and YouTuber by choice, and has motivated millions through her public speaking skill. Toastmaster Namita, stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Tio Modi. Okay, so my target speaker, Toastmaster Sarthak Arora, is going to present his Level 2 Project 1 under the pathway of presentation mastery. So his speech title is My Comfortable Style of Speech Delivery. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify his own style and share his own style to others by presenting an organized speech. So his speech duration is 5 to 7 minutes. Saying him best of luck, I would like to hand over the podium to our TM Modi. Thank you very much.
Hello. Toastmaster Sarthak, he is not giving the speech.
Yes, ma'am, you please announce his speech name. Announce his speech name.
His speech is to be done by the evaluator.
No, Toastmaster. Okay, his speech name is My Comfortable Style of Speech Delivery. My Comfortable Style of Speech Delivery, Toastmaster Sarthak Arora. The stage is yours.
There is something common between me and you sitting there, that we have different ways of communicating with people. From childhood, God has given us the ability to express our thoughts and emotions in front of people by mode of communication. How many of you resonate with me? Just show of your hands. Thank you everyone for raising your hand. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I remember when I started my Toastmaster journey, I had the mindset that I have to work only on my communication skills. As soon as I enrolled in different Toastmasters clubs and started attending their meetings, I believe that it's all about communication. Even I feel that leadership is important, that we have the involvement of leadership. But two things, that is the communication and the interpersonal skills, are the basic objectives of Toastmaster meeting. You know, in Toastmasters, every Toastmaster has to select a pathway. Yes. And in pathway is a very actionable process wherein first you have to deliver a speech with a purpose, and after getting evaluated, you have to give one more speech with the previous suggestion. Then you have to research about any topic and present a speech. And final, which I'm right now presenting, is that going through communication styles, different communication styles, filling the questionnaire, and then presenting the speech with your own communication style. For me, communication style was like, hey, how are you doing? And in case of girls, hey, gorgeous, can we go for a coffee? It was very simple for me to ask someone like that because I don't hesitate to speak, as I will tell you why, because of my communication style. Well, last Sunday, when I was going through Toastmasters portal to fill in the questionnaire related to my communication style, I was surprised to see that the score in my communications, all 4 communication style is same. I got confused, and there are obstacle comes that what is my actual communication style? Then I started reading about each style and understanding about different style. Now, after getting clarity on different styles, I found that 2 styles, that is the direct and analytical, are not made for me. Then I moved to the other style, that is the supportive style. When I gone through supportive style, I started resonating with that style because of the calm, supportive, connecting nature with that style. And there I feel, yes, this style for me. As I was going through that style, it was written, he don't likes to change. But in my case, I love to do changes. I love to experience the change in the life. So I was not connecting with that line. So it was 50-50 in my case. Now, what happened is coming to the 4th style, that is the last style. When I was going through the last style, I was completely shocked to see, oh my God, wow. Why my reaction was like that, I will tell you. But before that, those 3 styles I have found in so many people. And the communication style changes from situation to situation as well as person to person. I remember in my childhood that my parents used to ask me in the direct and analytical style that, hey son, how's your study going on? Dad, it's okay going. Hey son, how's your chapters? How many chapters are done? Mom, it's just only 2, I'm preparing. But now in supportive style, what is happening? Hey son, how's your preparation going on for the current education? And I would be relaxed to answer, yes, dad, it's perfectly fine and I'm doing well. Now, what actually happened is that the situation changed, the people changed here in this case, and I also got changed. The way also changed. Now I feel that it's all about communicating with each other. Now, coming back to my last style, why I was surprised, why I was shocked to see that. Because in that style, it was fully energetic style. Even it was sociable, because I feel I am very much sociable with that style. I am spontaneous, fun-loving, and even I love to interact with different kinds of people. And even I somewhere feel because of this style, I have to work on that. Rather than more listening, I have to focus more on speaking as well, because it will help me to work on my communication skills as well. So there, I found out my comfortable style of speech delivery, which is initiating. Now, one question for you who is listening to me, that is, do you feel you are unique in your own way? If yes, then you have to understand that every person's communication style is different. So think about think about what's your communication style. And if you have found, just drop in the comment box. And now I would like to start with the Toastmasters of the day with their communication style. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sarthak, for impactful speech. Really, we can harness the forces of speech by your viewpoint. This was one of the great sessions. Now, dear fellows, tighten your seat belts as we are moving towards the impromptu section of our meeting, the section which actually resonates with our next technique, stable mind, useful to help when you make decisions. And everything outside and inside is shaking. We are going for a table topic. Introducing our table topic master, Toastmaster Satyanarayan, to row the boat ahead. Toastmaster Satyanarayan is passionate mechanical engineer by profession. His father, husband, son, and a friend, and excited to get at his best to contribute as a mentor. Toastmaster Satyanarayan, handing over the steering wheel to you. Toastmaster Satyanarayan.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Just confirming, is my spectacles creating a glare, ma'am, or is it okay?
No, it's okay. It's okay. You can.
Okay, thank you. I was hungry and irritated. The way my parents are fighting with each other was terrible. Somebody knock on the door and say that, hey, I am here with a bucket of grocery for you. Call your father. I tried to convince him that they are fighting. Give me. But that person is stubborn. He asked me and forced me, go and call your father. Now I have no other way. I have to go there and call my father. Irritated, my father shouted at me, you handle this person. I am busy, can't you see? Now I told him that this person wants to meet you, not me. My father went there and simply stared at that person. He was a very strongly built man. And my father said him forcefully, we don't accept charity, go away. Now this person is insisting my father very strongly, hey man, I know you are in need, but if your ego is coming in between your family and you, then just leave it. I am leaving this grocery here, and that person went there. So this is how the story started, but the story ended in a different note. This person was none other than the great writer and public speaker Anthony Tony Robbins. The second part of the story went differently. How? After that person went away, he has noticed that his father banged the door and leave him forever, and that was his worst day of his life. Now, worst day of his life. Now Anthony Tony Robbins decided that if a stranger is caring about him and brought food for him, why not he care about strangers more rather than his own relationship who don't care for him? And that day, Anthony Tony Robbins find his giant within. So here, today's table topic is based on this specific.
Just a minute. Please vote for the best speaker. Vote is casted. Please vote. You can carry on, TTM.
Yep. Thank you. Is my screen visible?
No,
Not yet?
it's like popping up, but not completely. Yeah, now it's.
Okay. So, anytime you want to make the change in your life, the first thing you need to do is to raise the standard and believe you can meet him. You can meet them. Because somebody has said that you will not fall, be an insect or a worm, but that's not a choice. So, my first question in this topic is whose opinion can become my reality? So, who can opt for this? Hello? So may I have a volunteer from the guests? You can have a raise hand or unmute yourself and speak. Okay. So can I invite someone?
Can I
Okay.
try?
Can I? Hello?
Can, my name is DTM Pat.
Yeah,
Can I?
DTM. You're most welcome.
Yeah.
You can try.
Yeah. Whose opinion can become my reality? Toastmaster of the day, fellow members, and honored guests. I was born on 8th March, International Women's Day. Maybe because of that, I am being surrounded by a lot of ladies, a lot of females, a lot of girls consistently throughout my life. But 5 ladies are very important in my life whose opinion periodically have become my reality and also eliminated the obstacles in my success journey and make my life experience pieces of cake. 4 ladies are inanimate and 1 lady is animate. The first lady name is Dicky the dictionary. The second lady is called Rennie the Renan Martin, the original English grammar book, British English. Number 3 is Wookie the vocabulary. In fact, I was wedded to her by my headmaster, Frank Doraisamy, in the school days. And number 4 is Jiki, the general knowledge that was solemnized by Barnabas, assistant headmaster. The fifth lady is Pushpalata, my wife. So while the inanimate ladies pull me, the Pushpalata push me from behind. And every now and then I come across, when I converse, when I associate, when I interact with them, the plenty of opinions sprout from them, jump out from them. And that lead me with a pulling effect as well as a pushing effect. This is the reality of my life as of now, and hope to continue this reality journey in the future also. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Big round of applause for distinguished Toastmaster Pat. What a wonderful, the way you handle that question is awesome, and that proves your caliber as a mentor and your seasoned professional approach towards a Toastmaster. Thank you, sir. May I invite any other guest who can take up the second question?
TTM, you have to name the person. They will speak whatever they think it is nice.
Pardon, I am just inviting the second speaker if, okay, so I'll invite Ganesh Hiwarkar, sir. Can you just switch on, unmute yourself and switch on your video, please?
Yeah, I'm audible. Hello, everyone.
Yes, yes, you are audible. So as kids, I have so many superheroes, okay? And I believe to be one of them many times in many conditions. So who asked for you is your superhero and why?
Okay, give me a minute.
Okay.
Hello, Toastmasters and guests. In terms of the superheroes, we all have someone in our mind, and we believe and we trust on that person thoroughly for aspiration of our life. I also have one of the hero in my life. During the difficult situation of my life, that hero given me some enlight and powers in my hand to enlight my life again. I would like to introduce you about Dr. Batch, who is a scientist and one of the spiritual writer. He introduced the Batch flower remedies, who is a healing properties of the flowers. He has given those deliverables about the discovery of his life for the flowers. All these aspects of this flower really changed my life. When I was in anxiety and depression for the quite longer time of my life, this particular flower remedies changed my life and make me from negative to positive. This is not only changed my life, it given me power to change others' life. During the last year, I amazed with achieving my goal to making an impact of 1,000 people's of life, enlightening with a powerful potential of positivity. And that's become an inspiration for me to become a therapist into a bachelor remedy and helping others to go into a positive direction. Thank you for my.
Great, great guest, Ganesh. Wonderful, such a positive message you have brought up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Toastmaster guest Anupam, can you try this next one? Anupam?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the question for you, that is saying that our belief system, it must be suitable for our actions. So what does for you is the fact? Action lead to beliefs or belief lead to actions?
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. So this topic is very apt in today's scenario. If I consider myself, whenever I decided to do something in my past, like I wanted to improve myself. So then, but what was stopping me was my belief. Okay. So many times it happens that we presume something that it is not possible, it is impossible, I'll not be able to do this. So that is why we do not do that work with that kind of conviction. And if we are not doing the things with conviction, so then that work is not completed. I think this quote is actually vice versa important. Both the things are quite important. If you take action, with action, you get the belief. If you have belief, then only you take action. Both the things are important. So when I was just analyzing this, and then I found that if somebody said that you did this work good, so then what I thought, if because of his belief, that belief inside me, and then I started doing that work. I was started putting my effort towards that. Okay, so that's what led to the action. And then this suddenly started that once I was taking action. The moment I started taking action, I started to become much better. So what I realize is, if you don't have belief, you do not take the action. At the same time, if you do not take the if you are taking actions without belief, so maybe there is probability you may end up not doing things. So both the things are vice versa important. Yeah, over to you, TT Master. Thank you so
Great
much.
way to handle that question, and such a wonderful aspect you have brought here. It is actually working both ways, positive and negative. That's why it's very important to be very cautious whenever we are creating any, saying anything to our kids, our colleagues and people around us. We should be very much particular about what belief we are radiating around. So that's a great way to handle such a question. Thank you, guest Anupam. Now, can I request Shahul Hamid to take up the next question? Hello?
Can I take a pause, maybe wait for a couple of more one and then come back, please?
Okay, it's okay. It's absolutely okay.
Thank you.
So, any volunteer? Any volunteer? Anyone? So you can just unmute yourself or speak, or you can
Maybe
raise hand.
Yeah.
You can now. So Hamid, guest Hamid, do you want to go?
Yeah, let me give it a shot. Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. Just to remind our timer, the time for this speech is 2 minutes. So you'll show green at 1 minute, and the time ends at 2 minutes. So there is a grace period of 30 seconds. So the question for you, Mr. Hamid, is someone very correctly quoted, excellence is not a chance, it's a habit. That means it's saying about consistency. But do consistency ever fails? So your question is, when consistency fail to deliver?
Thank you, guys. So this is my first Toastmaster meet. Happy to meet you all. So it's always about beliefs and actions. I think this one is very much related to the previous one in terms of how we lead our life. So as we need to progress every day, it is all about not from moving from 4 to 10 in a single day. If you have to rate our activities, but am I moving from 4 to 5 or from 5 to 6? That is what matters. So if we continue to work towards that, that is what is success. It's not about moving from 4 to 10 today and then falling behind the next day. That is not that matters for us in the long term. So in the long term, we need to have consistent efforts towards our goal. That is what matters. So definitely, consistency is the way to success. Very rarely consistency fails to deliver. When the only reason, even after consistent persistence, things don't work well, when we are not focused on the goal. When we go through our activities as mere routine without giving it our 100%. We may still go to gym every day, but if you do not give our 100%, just because we are going to gym every day, it doesn't make us fit. Similarly, we may be attending these Toastmaster sessions week after week after week consistently, but if we do not give our 100%, will it deliver the results? I doubt. So as much as consistency is required, each and every time we need to ensure that we give our full 100% for us to succeed. Yes, of course. Consistency is always better than inconsistency. Somebody who is consistent will always do better than an inconsistent person. But consistency without giving 100% is nowhere going to give us success. Thank you.
So great. That's amazing, Saul Hamid. So you started quite blur, but you ended up really well. So the key to consistent, now the time when we fail, though we are consistent, are actually um, the quality of our work. Actually, are we doing it correctly? Because when we don't do it correctly, we become perfect in doing the wrong way. So that never yields a result. So that's a great way. That's a great answer. So thank you so much for picking that and having that great response from you.
Thank
Toastmaster of the day, do we have time to take up few more questions?
Yes, you can.
Mukta ma'am.
You can, sir. You can take 2 more.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. Um, so, Toastmaster Yogeshwari, shall you try this?
Yes, sir. I can go with it.
So, the three aspect of our decision is what to focus, what I am focusing, does it mean something to me? And what are my strategies and my ways to achieve what I am dreaming for? Okay. So, the question to you is, you choose to be or not to be. Is it wrong? If wrong, then why?
I remember the day when I chose my life. It was a complete mess, wrong for the entire world. My dad said, "Are you in Toastmasters? What are you going to do there? You are paying your money and you are giving speech. Are you earning something?" My friend said, "Oh, Yogeshwari, you are posting a lot of things on your status. How much are you earning?" Even my heart said, my brain said, 2 years into public speaking, you left everything that you were doing previously. What are you doing with it? But I chose to be what I want to focus. Today, this public speaking is giving me the bread and butter. I am what I am right now, not just what I was previously, but the best ever version of myself. I'm so proud of me right now. Few days back, one of my senior, she texted me over Facebook. She said, "Yogeshwari, you are doing so great. What are you doing? Can you please teach me English?" And one of my schoolmates said, "Yogeshwari, you were not the girl whom we saw. So timid, so shy. You don't want to come in front of the people. Right now you are in Facebook. Wow. What are you doing? Oh, you are teaching English. Wow. Can I learn from you?" Yogeshwari, how could you speak such a good English? And few months back, I met my professor who taught me English literature in college. She was so surprised and she invited me to her house to teach her daughter about entrepreneurship. She saw that I left my job and I'm standing on my own will and I'm focusing what I wanted to do. She wanted me to be her daughter's mentor. I chose to be what I want to be, and it's never wrong. It will never be wrong. Every single decisions that you take was never wrong. It's either a success or a lesson. Stay firm in that. You will achieve what you want. Back to you, table topic master of the day.
That was it, Beamer. but that was really hit well out of the arena. Amazing, amazing Toastmaster Yogastri. What a response! What a response! Thank you. Last one, I am going to give this a really a option for anyone who opts for it. So please, please, please show unmute yourself and take this one, or just raise your hands.
Can I go?
Absolutely, Toastmasters Arthak.
Thank you.
So the question is, what drives you to act? Is pain or gain? What do you see?
There is one thing common in all of us, that we take actions if we are getting something in return. How many of you agree with me? Just raise your hand. Yes, I can see great hands raised. So what I feel, that what we are doing in our life, we are getting something in return. Now, I remember when I started my journey after I did my graduation, I had a mindset that just I need to do job, earn salary, go home and just live my life. But in mid something happened, this pandemic came. And due to this pandemic, we all got idea, most of them, that is, why not try something digital, isn't it? And there I feel that this digital world is giving an opportunity to express my thoughts in front of people. And I feel if I'm getting something in return, that is the appreciation of the people as well as some suggestions from the people, why it is happening? Because behind this, there is some struggle, there is some pain, which is pushing me again and again to lead to that level where I want to reach and become my best version of myself. And even I feel to become something, you have to take the pain of that thing. You have to take the charge of that area. That's the only reason you will get the success, and it will be ultimate reason to your growth. What about you, Toastmaster Satya? Thank you.
I totally resonate with you, no doubt about this. Thanks for those amazing responses. So my question starts with I started this with this question. I have so many favorite, so many superheroes, but I love Spider-Man the most because it says that under that trace, you can be one. You, and each of one. We are born genius. Let us use all our skills and intent and drive us to great successes. So what do you say on this Toastmaster of the day? Thank you.
Wow, what a presentation and what an enlightening table topic section. I'm impressed by the superheroes presentation, which highlights what you are thrilled with and what you are challenged by. I loved your presentation. I can also put a question to you.
It's my pleasure.
Okay, so now you are a mechanical engineer and it is dealing with the topic. So what is common between machine and animals? Can you tell 2 points?
Common or not common?
Common.
Common. So animals and machine both can be super efficient only and only if they take care of themselves. If we take care, we can be super efficient. Whether it's a machine or a human being or an animal, you take care about it, give good food, good lubricant, and it will work like a super smooth, super efficient machine.
Yes, very well said. But I wanted to know that they both can react to the environment. They cannot control the environment. So with our
Absolutely.
topic, we as a human being are given the choice to choose and control the topic. So environment, like COVID also we are researching. So like that, we have to awaken the gains within us.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So let us now call General Evaluator Namita Sarkar for evaluations. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Chair Modi and TTM for a wonderful session. So this is the segment of evaluation and most important part of Toastmaster meeting. So let me call upon our first evaluator to evaluate our first speaker, Toastmaster DTM Pat sir. Are you available to evaluate our first speaker?
No, I am evaluating the second speaker.
Okay. Sorry, extremely sorry. So yeah, so Toastmaster Yogeshwari. Who is the second?
Yogeshwari is the
This
second.
Toastmaster Manatraj who is
Toastmaster
going to
Uma, ma'am.
evaluate.
Yeah, Toastmaster
Yeah.
Uma. So my mind is totally confused. Okay,
Yeah.
Toastmaster Uma, ma'am. So are you ready for evaluating? Okay, stage is yours.
What a beginning. The slide, it really impressed me. It connected with the audience, the hustle bustle of the street hawkers, and what else? The Shahi Samosa, the aroma namkeen, that really attracted me. And the banana cart person, the hustle bustle of the street, and I was just fascinated with the slide. So it really connected with the audience. And saying, Babu, Babu, come water the plants. That was a statement which distracted me from not seeing the slide. So that was wonderful start to the presentation. It was like a piece of cake for Dr. Rajeshwari, I should say. The way she presented the anatomy of communication. What is anatomy? Anatomy is structural organization of living things. Here, she presented the anatomy of communication in such a wonderful, informative style. So point number one, I loved the beginning. It really connected with the audience. Point number two, the use of mnemonics of mom and dad. I was just wondering, how does mom and dad come here? But the explanation of money-wise, audial-wise, market-wise, and dad, who is demonstrative, aggressive, and daring, connected with the communication style. And then I understood what it is about. And the various presentations of communication style, the way she said how communication is compared to animals also, like how human beings respond and how animals respond. There was a very good comparison done. And then the anatomy related to the cortex, mouth, larynx, face, tongue, how they are all related in our way of communication. The speech sounds of vowels, consonants, and the communication types of verbal, non-verbal, everything was explained in a super way. And finally, all the slides, the third point, were in coherence with the way she was explaining. And the end was also on bang, which said, listening is the mother of communication. Like the final slide which said, in the moonlight, your teeth look just like pearls. So the other person who is communicating said, who is Pearl and what were you doing in the moonlight with her? That really impressed me. And now coming to the recommendations. Would like my speaker to rehearse the speech with time so that you will not exceed time. Would recommend a little variation in pitch and tone. When you asked, don't you agree? You could use some variation. And then camera position could have been better. So overall, to summarize, the speaker gave a clear anatomy of the communication slides. The speech. The slides were suitable to the communication anatomy speech. The speech was elaborate and informative. If only the speaker pays more attention to time and rehearses the speech and pays attention to camera position, it will definitely take the speech to a super level. Kudos to the speaker. Thank you.
Wonderful, our evaluator, Toastmaster Uma ma'am. Again, you have done a great job as an evaluator. So yes, that
Excuse
speech.
me, please cast the vote.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Please vote. So the speech was really informative, very informative and captivating, because the moment the speaker was showing the slides, I was just watching and trying to absorb all the knowledge and everything. So the speech was really good. And to my evaluator, I have to say that one thing I have observed in this speech, that is the speaker, when she was delivering the speech, it was looking just like she was reading the slides. Maybe a lot of information were there. So I have to tell the speaker, please take care of your delivery, about your eye contact, so that it would not look like you are reading something. And the rest of the things, everything mentioned by our evaluator. Thank you very much. Now let's go for the second evaluator, DTM Pat sir. Are you ready for evaluate our second speaker?
I am ever ready.
Yeah, sir. Stage is yours.
Madam General Evaluator, fellow members, honored guest and Toastmaster Yogeshwari. A DTM born on International Women's Day is evaluating a feminine beauty, Toastmaster Yogeshwari. A few loving commandments to begin with. Turn on your camera, close your eyes. Imagine no woman in this world. These commandments were interesting, intriguing, and impacting. That enabled you to hook the undivided attention of the audience. It also helped you to eliminate the obstacles of misunderstanding and ambiguity, and rendered your speech into pieces of cake for the audience to taste and eat. Please accept my compliments for this accomplishment. Your general purpose of your speech was to inform, impress, and inspire the audience. The specific purpose was to explore the strength and supremacy of womankind. A woman being the embodiment of bravery, your speech culminated to a pinnacle from the narration of 3 women examples from the battlefield to political field. You used descriptive words that enabled you to build vivid and vibrant images in the minds of the audience. You also fittingly concluded your speech with the delineation of feminine beauty. Beauty is equal to benevolence and boldness. Your stance, movement, and gestural communication complemented your speech effectiveness. These were the merits of your speech, where you can focus on to dignify and signify your speech. Your opening and close could have been more forceful. Turn on your camera. Take a pledge at conclusion. A little more tonal variety, what we call cadence. Number 2, you could have picked one incident from your life to prove or vindicate that a woman is an embodiment of bravery. That can help you to enhance your speech credibility and conviction to the audience. You could have exploited your pleasant tone of voice to heighten your speech effectiveness, like a woman is an amalgamation of beauty, desire, emotional stability, mental strength, and tolerance of excruciating pain. That is called pangs of birth. If you can incorporate these few recommendations in your future projects, I'm sure you can amplify your efficiency, nullify your deficiency, and glorify your proficiency to become a more brilliant speaker. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Kudos to you. Wonderful, amazing, outstanding. What can I say? Whimsical evaluation. I must learn so many things from you, the language constructions, the vocabs, the what kind of words you have chosen So it's already shown us that how many years you have spent in Toastmasters, and all the experiences are already showering by your evaluation. So and there is no means I am not this stage that I can pinpoint any kind of mistake in your evaluation. Kudos to you, sir. About my speaker, my lovely Yogi ma'am, I would like to mention one thing, because the moment you are explaining about the political leaders, bravery women, and also in the battlefield, many of us may not be knowing that name. So I don't know, may you utter that particular name, mention their name or not. So if you could have added their name in your speech, that would be more specific for other audience. Maybe any foreigner, if they will join, they could know. So this is one suggestion for that. Now coming to my evaluation about the third speaker, as an evaluator of my target speaker, Toastmaster Sathak Arora. To effectively communicate, we must realize that we are all different in the way we perceive the world, and use this understanding as a guide to our communication with others. What a crystal clear and wonderfully organized speech I have encountered today by your speech, Toastmaster Sathak Arora. Kudos to you. 3 things I loved in your speech. Number 1, your vocal variety, your eye contact, your hand gesture, body gesture, and your camera positions. Number 2, your role playing as a mother, as a father, to show each and every style of communication. When you are asking the questions, hey, how are you? And when you are asking to a girl, that, hey, gorgeous, are you going for coffee? It's really amazing. I love that stroke. Number 3, you starting with question and also ending with the question to engage the audience, and that is showing your audience awareness. As an evaluator, I must help you to navigate from good speaker to best speaker. And 3 improvement parts I have seen in your speech, I must like to say you. Number 1, if you could have added any of conversation or any kind of anecdote in your life by showing that 4th communication style had in your communication, and you are you can give that example. So that was missing in your speech. Number 2, abruptly you have concluded your speech. The conclusion was, I am feeling that not so that much powerful. You could have ended with any kind of powerful quote or any kind of anecdote or any kind of suggestion towards the audience. Number 3, lacking of comfort level. The way I have seen you and you are delivering every speech, I have seen that you are a very confident speaker, but somewhere maybe lack of practicing, your comfort level was missing in your speech. So to summarize your speech, I must say it was amazingly good speech in regards of voice clarity, hand gesture, eye contact, and camera position. Number 2, your role playing to show the different kind of style that was wonderful, and questionnaires to engage the audiences. To bring more colors and creativity in your beautiful piece of art, I feel that if you taken care of giving any example of your personal life anecdote or any behavior, that would be far better. Increasing comfort level will be more appreciable, and instead of abruptly concluding, you can add any quote and something that would made your speech whimsical. So congratulations and best of luck for your upcoming speech. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sathak Arora. So now coming to my general evaluator role. As a speaker, as for my target speaker, I must say that your speech was wonderful, and everything said by the evaluator, which is me, and nothing I am seeing and I can observe more than that. If anybody has any kind of suggestion, please put your comment and any feedback to the chat box. That would be more effective for our speaker. Okay, so now as a general evaluator, I would like to call upon my tag team one by one. So first I would like to call upon, yeah.
Please vote. Please vote. The form is given for the best evaluator.
Yeah. Thank you very much, ma'am. So now it's time for our timer, Toastmaster Harish. So if you are ready, please proceed with your report, sir.
I'm audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Loudly.
Yeah. So congratulations to all the speakers for completing yet another milestone in their project. And during the first speech, there was some obstacles I encountered. So I didn't knew that once it is screen is being shared, you cannot share. And it took some time for me to adjust my virtual background. So the first speaker took 11 minute and 30 second, and this was not actually, unfortunately, within the time limit. Apart from that, other speaker, it was within the time limit, speaker 2 and 3. For table topics, yes, only the Yogeshwari ma'am's speech was just few seconds above the allot limit, that the time that was allotted. It was 39 seconds. So the limit is 2 minutes 30 seconds, the grace period. And in the evaluation section, everything went well and within the time limit. So that's it from my side, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Harish. As you are the new Toastmaster, but you have plunged for taking this role, and wonderfully you have done. But one thing I have to tell that whenever you are showing that coloring cards, you need to flip that, not need to keep it for long time, because I have missed to see the appearance and gesture of my speaker because of the card. Okay, so in future, please take care of that. Nothing, and apart from that, everything is okay. Thank you very much. So now it's time for our counter guest, Pooja Sharma. Ma'am, are you ready to proceed your report? Yeah, carry on.
An eye on the uses of meaningless words we use will help us to kick out the obstacles and enjoy the word of communication just as a piece of cake. So please don't take it otherwise. First of all, TM Rajeshwari, 7 times she crossed, and then TM Harish, 3 times used counter words, and then TM Uma, 2 times, Dr. Yogeshwari, 2 times, DTM Pat, 0 times, TM Sarthak Aroda, 3 times, TMOD Mukta Gira, 1 times, TM Satyanarayan, 6 times, guest Ganesh, again 0, guest Anupam, 3 times, guest Shahul, 3 times, and TM Navamita, 7 times. That was all.
Thank you very much. What a wonderful report, with starting with the quote and ending with the good, wonderful message, ma'am. I couldn't expect this kind of report from you as a guest. You didn't have any kind of knowledge and didn't getting any kind of training from us, any support from us, but still by yourself you have done. You're a brave lady, and I must say that you will go on a long run. You will go, because this courage and fearless attitude is very important in our life to grow. And kudos to you again, ma'am. Thank you very much. So again, now it's time for our grammarian. I'm very scary to get what kind of, I am doing a lot of mistakes. So ma'am, are you ready to give your report?
Yeah. Thank you, General Evaluator. So let me first congratulate everyone who have used the word of the day and the idiom. Almost many of them have used, including General Evaluator, TMOD Mukta ma'am, Speaker 1, that is Rajeshwari ma'am, Yogi, Speaker 2, and even Speaker 3, and even table topic speakers, DTM Pat sir. So many of you have used, including our counter ma'am Pooja Sharma. So I congratulate everyone who have used the word of the day and idiom of the day. If I have missed anyone, please excuse me. And coming to the bouquets and brickbats. So bouquets are the quotations, the good words which I observed, and I would like to just highlight on that. Speaker 1 used a lot of mnemonics like mom, dad, and the explanation I have given in my evaluation, and cultural transmission, duality pattern, then game changers, anatomy, cortex, so fricatives, affricates, then we heard a lot of new words from the informative speech of Dr. Rajeshwari. Then coming to speaker number 2, Toastmaster Yogi, born with a silver spoon, proficient, take the lead. And then she quoted a lot of brave women of the 1700s and 1800s. And her, the 3 words of alliteration, which she said of the 3 Bs, bravery, benevolence, boldness. I really was impressed with that. And then she also used managers, finance, better financiers. So where does the strength come from? These were the quotes which I was really impressed. And coming to speaker 3, Toastmaster Sarthak, it's all about communication and interpersonal skills. I love to experience changes with life, energetic, sociable, spontaneous, fun-loving. These were the words I should say as bouquets. And then about TMOD, the theme, Awake the Giant Within. So that was the theme quote, which I was very impressed with. And coming to brickbats, I was so engrossed with all the speeches that I should say I could not notice any grammatical errors in the speakers. So kudos to all of them. I wish all of them all the very best. And even the table topic speakers, I should make a special mention of DTM Pat sir for using those 5 mnemonics: Dicky, Ricky, Walkie, Gicky, and Pushy. So I was really impressed with that. Kudos to you, sir. And over to General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. What a wonderful detailing of grammarian report. As I know that you are taking the evaluator role, as well as you are keeping your eyes on our uses, good uses of words, and you are very sophisticated and decent grammarian teacher. I must say that you are never picking the problem and mistake in our sentences. I love that, but this love and compassion should not be giving us the improvement day by day. So I am doing a lot of mistake. I know that I need your great suggestion for improving my sentences. Thank you very much again. So coming to my overall report. So I have seen a little bit things in throughout the meeting. I just want to mark that. First of all, our Sergeant at Arms started the meeting at the right time, and with she had explained about our ground role wonderfully. And coming to our TMOD, what a wonderful theme she had brought. Simultaneously, she is doing lot of work, lot of technical work, but she has done a wonderful job by bringing this theme and explaining wonderfully about the acronym, just like can I love that acronym, just constant and never ending improvement. So I mentioned it also in my notebook that I will use this later on. So more insightful and informative. Always I have seen that whenever you are coming any kind of theme, you just try to give something knowledge, some knowledge and insightful thing to others. That is very wonderful thing. Kudos to you. But I know, ma'am, you have some limitation. That's why you didn't show the slide. So, but if you would show the slide where we can see the pain, pleasure, desires related, some emojis and photos, that would be more engaging to the audience. So that only one thing I would like to suggest in your subject. Coming to our table topic master, kudos to you, sir. you have chosen the table topic sessions thoroughly with related the theme within the short period. You have started by telling the story. That story was really very motivating about the Tony Robbins. But I have to say that if you can shortly you can present that story, that would be time consuming. You can take up more table topic people participants in your session. That is one suggestion, and I love the way you have concluded your session by giving the message. And every time when the participants completed, you are reciprocating them with your knowledge, your perspective, your analogy. That was also wonderful. And I loved every table topic speakers perspective and their presentation. But three speakers, and basically they are guests, so I loved their speech and delivery. Number one is DTM sir. Already our grammarian mentioned that 5 kind of acronyms and 5 kind of ladies who inspired you. This is awesome and creative ideas. You are full of creativity, sir. I must say that we are just giving our thoughts and sharing our thoughts and ideas with the full of data and information. But this kind of creativity we have to learn and imply in our life, because not only we are just copying somebody, this creativity should come from within. That is also our motto, and I am always learning from you, sir. I don't know from where you are bringing this kind of creativity. Please teach me. I would go and I would talk to you also. Please share your number. And number 2 is Anupam. Anupam sir also wonderfully shared his perspective that beliefs and actions are interlinked. It is really our beliefs, whatever we are believing, that is portraying by our action, and whatever we are doing, that is somewhere behind that some beliefs are there. So kudos to you, sir. And Shahul sir also, I love your precise and organized perspective. I never understand that how many days and months you are in the Toastmaster, how concisely you are presenting your perspective. I have been in Toastmaster still more than 6-7 months or 8 months. It is about 1 year, but I can't organize my thought in such a precise and concise way. Kudos to you. And rest of the people who are already amazing people, they have wonderfully attended their table topic session. And 2-3 things I have noticed, that is each except me, 2 evaluators who have wonderfully done your job, but 2 evaluators didn't mention the timing of duration of the speech. So first speaker, she extended till 10 minutes. I thought that might be her timing is 10 minutes, but it was 5 to 7 minutes. So please take care of to tell the timing. And one suggestion to the timer also, as I know he is very new and he is courageously taking the role. So the timer, you please before taking the role, you please go for the trial with the TM Modi, that how to show the timer card. That would be more effective and time consuming also. And for grammarian and our guest Pooja Sharma, there is no recommendation, only commendation, only compliments, nothing else. So this is all about my report. Thank you very much to be here and to join our meeting. And over to TM Modi. Thank you.
Before I conclude, I would like all of you, I will request you to vote for our role players. So let's conclude the meeting. What a great meeting. As we head towards the end, let me summarize the key techniques to awaken the giant within. Constant and never-ending improvement by always taking action, self-awareness and focus, pain and pleasure, belief system, stable and calm mind. So enforce these techniques today and make the change you always desire. Self-mastery is the key to success. Master yourself, master the world. Now over to Presiding Officer, Toastmaster Namita.
kudos to our TM Modi. Thank you very much. Every time you are coming with insightful thoughts and knowledge sharing. Thanks a lot. So it's the a few minutes are left. So I would like to talk again with our guest. How
Please
you people
vote.
are.
Please vote.
Yeah. How you people are. The rest of the people who didn't vote, please vote. Okay, simultaneously voting will be going on. So I would like to talk Mr. Ganesh, Toastmaster Ganesh. Would you please share your feedback, sir?
Yeah, today's meeting, yeah, it is really good, and many of the things from the DTM also, there are many things we learned from them, and that was very fabulous things which we introduced something new in this particular meeting. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. And I would like to call you again and again to join our meeting so that we can also learn from you. You have done, given your wonderful speech in the table topic. Thank you. So, DTM Pat, sir, I would like to know from you how you see our meeting and what kind of improvement you would suggest to us.
You have been following the normal protocol of the Toastmasters meeting, the three pillars: prepared, table topics, and evaluation. Maybe the first speaker having gone beyond 10 should not happen, particularly for a 5 to 7 minute speech. Number one, the slides were a little too many. For a 5 to 7 minute speech, 8 slides can be contained. Even certain slides were a little crowded. So once it is crowded, people will have the tendency to read instead of listening. So there could be a disconnect. Otherwise, it was rich in content. In fact, having been in voice training where I came across these fricatives, supplicatives, plosives. In fact, there are 44 sounds in English, though there are 26 letters, 24 consonants, and 20 vowels. Okay. So I was just nostalgically traveling back to HCL BPO when I was there, a voice accent coach for around 8 months. Well done. When it comes to grammarian, first word of the day. In fact, if you have any theme or you have the idiom of the day told by the persons, then number two, the good usage having expressed by them, the name should be specified. And areas of improvement, the name need not be specified, it can be generalized, where you can recommend or suggest the correction mechanism. Okay? So then it becomes, in fact, amongst the three, the grammarian role is very important because it gives a lot of learning input in terms of usage of words, the sentence structure, good sentences, the good vocabulary, rich vocabulary, all these things could have been brought out. And the table topics master did in a different way, in a very relaxed, casual, but very comfortable. He had a complete control over the conduction of table topics. If it is possible to share the slides, if you don't have any proprietary right, you can share it. I can use it for my training activities. Otherwise, went on well. I'm happy to be back. I think after some time I'm coming back. Where is Anand now?
The Anand sir very rarely join because he is very occupied and busy nowadays. So we are missing him.
He is the one who used to pull me. But
So,
I think I did some educational programs also earlier.
Yeah.
Great.
So yeah, we are feeling glad to have you, and we want you more and more to get more knowledge from you. Thank you very much for your feedback, sir.
Do one thing. You organize an educational program on vocabulary building. I have a nice 15 to 20 minutes educational program, which I shared with many Toastmasters, even across North, like Ludhiana, Lucknow, Jaipur, besides our Tamil Nadu clubs. So that can, because you were asking how I get the words, how
Sure,
I
sir. Sure.
I can share it. That could be of immense use to all of you.
Right.
That's a very a proven mechanism, a foolproof method. Right, back to you.
Yeah, that would be great, sir. Great. Thank you. So, coming to another guest, Anupam sir is there. I think he's not there. So, yeah, Anupam sir. Yeah. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Please
Good
share
evening.
your
Good evening.
feedback. Yeah.
Good evening, ma'am. Thank you. And it was actually a very nice experience which I had. And I joined just because there are so many good speakers are over here, and I just wanted to listen them. Okay. So I admire a lot. Uma ma'am is there. I respect a lot. So I joined there. Yogi ma'am is there. TM Sarthak is there. TM Satya is there. So all this, there is power packed people, even you, ma'am, Navamita, ma'am. So there are so many good people over here. I just wanted to hear them. And I was privileged to listen to DTM, sir. So yeah, so I learned many things from you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. And you are an amazing personality. So I'll definitely like to connect with you. Definitely. As long as the meeting is concerned, it was theme was set, everything was set, and word of the day, all those things were done. I like the table topics which was there, and the content which was there. It was thought provoking. So thank you for bringing that topic, and especially the evaluation, grammarian evaluation, Uma ma'am's evaluation. I liked the most because I wanted to learn some of the mistakes which we generally people do. Okay. So I learned those things, and how to conduct meeting. I'm just learning from you. So thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Anupam sir, for your positive feedback. But we love to get some negative feedback as well, because we would like to bring our club in the very high level. So we are struggling every day, and I never ever thought that I would perform 3 roles at a day. And these Dr. Suryadev and Yogi ma'am just pushed me and put me in the ocean and just told me that go and swim, go and swim. So by swimming and drowning, I am just learning, in this way we can learn only. So we have a great experience with you also. Please, sir, come and visit in our club every Saturday. This is open for all of you. Thank you very much, sir. Next, coming to our Pooja ma'am. So brave, courageous and beautiful lady we have today to get rid of the tension of our counter. She has done well done job. Ma'am, please share your feedback.
Ma'am, actually, everything was well organized, and I just joined the Toastmaster meetings as a guest. Due to my financial problems, I can't join right now, but I joined to learn more, to grasp more things, to know about the workings and all those things. And when Suryadeep just dropped a message that guests can also take the roles to learn, then I just grabbed the opportunity. And here are many speakers, not one, not one, many, and I learned a lot. So it was awesome to be here. Thank you. Thanks a lot for this opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. It's not a financial barrier. Whenever you want to join in our club, always welcome. Before that, you can join in our club as a guest. You can share your knowledge. We can learn from you, and you can learn from us also. Thank you very much. And it's 8:06. Sorry to extend for 6 minutes more. So as a presiding officer, now I am adjourning my meeting with this com. Thank you very much, and I love all of you. And I love
the results.
Now, okay, sir.
You have to announce the result.
Okay, sir. Okay, please. Where is the result?
It's com group.
Okay, 1 minute. Is it possible, ma'am, from your side to share? Mukta, ma'am?
I have shared in XCOM group.
No, is it possible from your side to share the slide here?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
please share
share.
that. So let's congratulate best primary role player. Oh my God, Navamita, kudos to you. Now best auxiliary player, my mentor, Toastmaster Uma ma'am. Congratulations. Best prepared speaker, Toastmaster Sarthak. Wonderful, wonderful. Best evaluator, DTM Pat sir. Congratulations. Best table topic speaker, Toastmaster Sarthak. Wonderful. You are rocking. Best table topic speaker as a guest, DTM Pat sir. Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. I love that today's result is quite justified. Yeah, wonderful, because hard work always paid off, really, and we are feeling very happy. DTM Pat sir, we will request you, please come and shower your knowledge and bless us with your insight and everything. Thank you, and thank you all to join us. And pray for our president, Dr. Suryadev Majumdar. Next meeting he will conduct. Thank you very much. Let's have happy weekend. Bye-bye.
I'm sharing the link and agenda in your WhatsApp group.
Sure, sir.
Tomorrow evening, it's a bilingual club. Tamil to Chennai, Solvendargal Mandram, both English and Tamil.
Wow. So, sure, sir. Please share.
Yeah, do join us. You can all participate in table topics.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.